Hey everybody, this is my flapper inspired makeup tutorial. So first I want to highlight my cheekbones lightly with the Golden Peach powder by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Next I'm using Swiss Chocolate by MAC in kind of a round shape with a big fluffy brush. Just kind of starting my guideline for when I put in the darker colors. Keeping everything nice and round to give that kind of sad looking flapper eye shape. I'm also going to pull it down quite far underneath my lower lash line because I'll be putting a lot of color there. I'll buff that out with Star Violet eyeshadow by MAC, which is a nice plummy color. Next I'm using Deep Damson to cut my crease a little bit. I want to keep my eyelid area looking very big. So I'm using Orb eyeshadow by MAC just to highlight the empty space. Still keeping it in that rounded eye shape. Next I'm going back with the Deep Damson eyeshadow and going along my lower lash line to give it some darkness. Flappers have really dark eye makeup. I'm also going to go just a little bit above my inner corners of my eyes and darken that just a bit. I'll buff that out again with some of the Star Violet eyeshadow. So this is the part I had a little bit of trouble with, just I think seeing myself with really different eyebrows like this, but flappers kind of have that kind of sad look to them, almost, or worried. And because I didn't want to block out my eyebrows, I wanted to work with a shape that I could do without getting rid of the little eyebrow that I actually have. So I kind of turned them up towards the center and pulled it down straighter towards the middle and dropped them down really far at the end. This is Dip Down by MAC. And I like it because it's quite dark and opaque. So from this angle it looks like my eyebrows are sticking like straight up, but that's because my head is tilted down. But I am dropping it down quite far. Next I'm just going to highlight around the eyebrows with a little bit of concealer, just so the line is really crisp and perfect. This is the Studio Finish by MAC. I want to make sure that it stays all night, so I'm setting it with a little bit of powder. This is the Medium Dark Mineralized Skin Finish by MAC, and it kind of softens the highlight as well. I'm using a really pink blush. This is a Whole Lotta Love Prolonged Wear Blush by MAC. And I'm putting it just on top of my cheekbones and using it as almost a pink highlight right underneath my lower lash line. With Havana from the Anastasia Contour Powders, I'm lightly going underneath my cheekbone to give more of like a heart-shaped face. I'm also pushing it right into the hollows of my cheek and dropping it down besides the outer corners of my mouth to really exaggerate my face shape. You can also go on the sides of your nose. Now I'm using Golden Peach again to bring out the highlight down the center of my nose and just on the apples of my cheeks. Now to really bold it out, I'm using Carbon eyeshadow by MAC, which is a black, and I'm going over the areas where we did the Deep Damson eyeshadow to really bold it out. I'll go in again with just a little bit of the Swiss chocolate to buff it out so it's nice and smooth. Now this is Shroom eyeshadow by MAC, and I'm using just a little bit to really highlight the inner corners of my eyes. So for the lips, flappers kind of have, again, that heart shape I mentioned earlier. So I'm going to keep my lips really nice and fat towards the center, and I'm going to drop them down and bring them out to a point on the outer parts of my lips. So exaggerating the inner parts, or the center of my lips, and bringing it down and letting it disappear into my mouth to a point with the lip liner by MAC. And I'm kind of going inside my lip line towards the outer edge and just a little bit outside my lip line towards the center. I'll give that a little finger blend, but I don't want to completely make the line disappear because I want kind of an ombre style lip. The same thing with the bottom lip. I'm going to go from the inside of my mouth and pull it out so it's nice and full towards the center, but allowing it to disappear and come to a point on the outer parts of my lips. Now this is MAC Red Lipstick by MAC, and it's a little bit of a creamier lipstick, and I'm using that to kind of blend into the Vino lip liner we did earlier, but I like it because it's brighter so you get a bit of an ombre style lip. And you can see that kind of heart-shaped mouth come to life. Now I'm sticking on 2 pairs of eyelashes. This is the number 18 and number 747L by Red Cherry. And I like them because they're really big and they kind of fit with the big eye shape that we've created with the eyeshadow. This is a little bit of an Extreme Dimension mascara by MAC. And that's the flapper look. Now you're ready to go off to a cabaret party. Well, thank you all for watching, and don't forget to share, subscribe, and follow. Stay pretty, and happy Halloween.